Forrester did a kind of a study early this year in Q1, wherein we asked AI leaders, digital transformation leaders, and automation leaders as to how soon they expect 25% or more of their organizations to have AI agents in place. Well, when we went through the data, there were a host of agents with pre-built automation, agents with human in the loop, agents providing employee productivity, and agentic AI agents, most of them either this year or at the very latest 1 year from now. There are a few laggards who want to do it 2 to 3 years or perhaps later, but between 70 and 80% of the respondents said that we are geared to implement AI this year or at the very latest 1 year from now. It's a system of foundation models, so agentic AI helps buyers make better decisions faster. It can independently assess context. It can make decisions. Very important is to see that it can perform tasks, to flexibly plan and adapt to resolve any problems that organizations have. The difference is there is a shift with agentic AI from automation to autonomy. Now, we are all procurement folks, so it might make sense to talk about a procurement use case. Instead of simply flagging, let's say, preferred suppliers, agentic AI could automatically review the request. It can ensure policy compliances. It can initiate a competitive bid. It can notify stakeholders in the organization. All this can happen without you even moving a finger. That's agentic AI in action. Well, robotics process automation, RPA, automates repetitive tasks, right? So it's rule-based and it automates. Gen AI, on the other hand, is much beyond automating because it generates content and answers. Agentic AI is much beyond all that because it adds reasoning, context awareness. It can act in systems, what we just went through in the definition, and not just in conversation. So agentic AI is a goal-oriented AI. It doesn't just do a task, it works towards an outcome and provides rapid ROI. You all are familiar with source-to-pay. Well, let's start with contract lifecycle management. Now, contracts are the backbone of procurement. Contract lifecycle management, CLM, has become one of the fastest modernizing stacks within procurement, rapidly automating manual tasks. So it could mean, like intake, negotiation support, compliance monitoring. Now, agentic AI can extract clauses, can extract obligations, pricing mechanisms, and they can flag the risk and surface it out and also align alternatives. So procurement teams it allows them to negotiate faster. It can help them to do more smarter work, standardizing outcomes at scale. Now, conversational interfaces lower the barrier to value. Now, category managers within the procurement function can speak to the document, right? They can uncover finer details, receive instant answers, while also working through, dashboards, collapsing weeks of manual analysis into maybe a couple of minutes. Now, these are very high expectations for procurement teams there to bring in more compliance, and it unlocks deep value to the tune of 10x, right? I mean, you can get cycle time productivity, cost savings, higher productivity in spending less time chasing stakeholders to format RFQs, more time spent on strategic activities, spend management, agents apply policy consistently, compliance and risk control, stakeholder experiences is very important. The employee experience, faster turnaround obviously keeps a lot of people's eyes gleam. Clearer guidance, less back and forth increases the satisfaction. And it's not about doing more work, it's doing better work. And that's where agentic AI is used to a great extent. So you need to be mindful of the pitfalls that are there. Now, deploying AI is more than just, almost turning on a switch. It's almost like launching a space mission where precision, timing, meticulous planning all come into play. One miscalculation could cause the whole operation to fail. So you need to keep in mind, it's almost like the AI graveyard that they say, where great ideas are there, but because of poor planning, poor scalability, and insufficient integration with existing systems, you could, end up not even getting started. You need to start small. You need to demonstrate ROI and then scale up, as I just mentioned. Shed those use cases that do not scale up. Fail fast, but fix faster. You may not get immaculate data, but agentic AI is all about learning and continuously improving. So make a start. Data will be enriched over a period of time and build that trust. It may not happen overnight. And it's usually a top-down approach where leaders help with the change management. Now, you can't sit and stare. You need to embrace agentic AI. That's the topic of this talk. You need to jump onto the bandwagon, encourage employees to become managers of agents. And remember, you may have high impact cases, you may have huge ROIs, you may have gains, but the real benefits are saving time and what can you do with the time that you get. So thank you very much for your attention.